Welcome to Lost in the Desert, episode 38.
38.
I've lost track. No, I even got to double check. This is fucking
It's probably
wild.
38.
Bro, it's episode 40.
Oh, shit. Big old
Wait,
free O.
you want to restart it?
Hell no.
Nah, fuck it. Bro, we've lost track. We've been going for like, what, 3 weeks now?
Yeah. Keep it Diddy. Keep it raw. Hey, yo.
No, we got to talk about him. We got to talk about him later.
Gotta talk about your mans.
But yeah, sorry guys. I fucked up today, so this is going to be a Spotify only episode. Maybe I'll upload it to YouTube and just put our logo in it and call it a day. So you can still watch it on you. I'll make sure you can still watch it on YouTube if that's where you want to do your shit. But there's just not going to be a video of us. It'll just be the podcast logo and call it a day.
It's all good.
Yeah. So I thought I walked out when I was getting the shit today. I forgot the mics, turned around, and I think I put the camera stand on the table before I left the house, and then took the mics and came. Which I guess, the mics are more important, or else you won't be able to hear us.
We might have to start keeping the shit in my house again.
I think I don't understand why we don't anyway.
Because you like, oh, I'm gonna take it.
Oh, because I've been, you know what? I know exactly why, and we're not talking about
exactly.
it. I've been doing some shit.
He took it back like a little kid. These are my stuff. I'm gonna take it. I was like, all right, by all means. I was like,
you have the completely wrong idea. What I've been doing.
By all means,
I've been doing filthy shit with that.
It was like, I'm taking the mics too. I was like, go ahead. It's like I didn't even try to. I was like,
Yeah.
go ahead, dude. I'm not even.
Well, because sometimes I'll like randomly test shit.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
I remember when we first started, like I was randomly testing like different audio setups and stuff.
No, I remember when we started. Everything, the whole shit was in the house, so I have to come in with like 3-4 different boxes.
Oh yeah,
and he just shows up with his fucking. Now it's the opposite. I had just been showing up.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna take the L on this one. You guys are only gonna get audio, no video.
Keep taking fucking L's.
But to be fair, it kind of worked out. Last night was my best friend's like birthday, and
you guys got lit, huh?
Well, I didn't get lit. I only had like one drink, but because I was designated driver, so I had like one drink all night.
Look at you being responsible.
That's a lie. At the very beginning of the night, I had more than one drink, but I was like, after a while, I was like, you know what, let me just stop drinking and until I was sober up. So by the time we left, it was like 2 a.m. or something, 2:30. No, 2 a.m. Yeah. But all right, guys, we got a lot to catch up on. So first things first, right? I want to congratulate the Phoenix Storm, our rugby team, because they went to Rome and we placed second in our division.
There you
go. So they fucked that shit up. It was
representing
epic.
Internationally.
Yep. It was a vibe. When they told us, like, first game we lost, I was like, oh man. Second game, we blew them out. Right? And then I can't remember what happened. The third game, I remember we lost, but it was super close. It was like the difference of like 3 points or some shit like that. Something crazy. I might be wrong, but it was a close game. That's all I remember. And I'm going to say this. I'm sorry, guys, because we went with literally the exact numbers we needed, like, to play a game. Like, a lot of players that I thought were going weren't able to go last minute. I wasn't able to go. I fucked up my knee. We'll talk about that later. But, yeah, they did the thing. And I was telling my friend, I was like, man, they're going to go party, eat food, and nobody's going to focus on rugby. Because everybody went, like, some people went like a week in advance. Some people went like a couple days in advance. And I was like, man, they're going to turn up and we're not going to focus on playing the game.
What else is you in?
But I was wrong.
You in Rome.
Congratulations, guys.
They're in Rome. They went and showed out.
Yeah, they went and showed out. They represented.
Probably the other teams partied and shit like that.
No, everybody partied.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Everybody partied. Like,
bro,
looking at people's Instagram.
If I'm on a team and we were going to Rome and there's a tournament, I'm telling you right now, I'm getting lit.
Yeah, I'm getting fucked. Same thing. I'm getting plastered. Because how many chances you get to go to Rome with like 15, 16, 17 of your close friends and teammates?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was a vibe. Congratulations, guys. Really, really proud of the squad. But in 2 years, it's between Argentina or Sydney. Or Australia. And I think it's in Melbourne.
Mm-hmm.
If you had a choice to go to a tournament, would you want to go to Argentina or Melbourne?
Fuck, man. I'm going to say Melbourne. Because I feel like Argentina... I don't know. I never had Argentina on my bucket list. Melbourne, I just feel like it's just, even though it's a long ass flight, it's like what?
Well, from the U.S., it's long, but it's not crazy. Melbourne is going to be crazy with wherever you start in the world.
Yeah, but Argentina's in a shithole right now. So I wouldn't want to fucking visit that.
I'm definitely hoping to choose Melbourne.
You know how bad inflation like it's fucking horrible.
Well, that's not our problem. Inflation is a problem for them, not us.
That's what I'm saying. Visiting. But like you're visiting, there's gonna be like I don't know. I feel like I'll do Melbourne.
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, so I'm definitely all for Melbourne because First of all, I've been to Australia. Like, I lived in Australia for like 3 years.
Yeah.
So I know that place is lit. The culture is dope.
Yeah.
You know, I'm familiar. I think I have family in Melbourne, so that would be nice to see them. But on top of it, you know, every around the World Cup time, like all the podcasts I was listening to, like there were a lot of podcasts that were like, bro,
Plus, people in
Argentina
Australia-
is racist.
People in Australia like have funny humor as well.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Argentina, and this is just, you know, from what I hear on like podcasts around like the World Cup times. But people
Yeah.
are saying Argentina's are racist.
Do you know where the Nazis went after the World War?
Yeah, we know the story.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's like, you know, Nazi.
It's literally
Somebody said on, I think it was SNG, they were like, look at the crowd for the Argentinians. Everybody
Yeah.
holding an Argentinian flag, not a nigga inside.
Yeah, dude.
I said, it's
there's
just a sea of whites.
There's a podcast. It was a ex-Navy SEAL. He's talking about going to Argentina, and there's a town where it's white, blue eyes, and their grandparents, great parents were all in the SS or whatever, the Nazi army. They even have their
Jesus
pictures.
Christ.
They have their medals. He's like, they are still alive and well, like
Yeah,
they're keeping them strong because they escaped to Argentina.
Shit, I watched X-Men. I'm not trying to do that.
The whole
I'm not
the
trying to do
whole
all that.
the whole fucking conspiracy theory is that he never got killed. He actually escaped to Argentina and he lived the rest of his life there.
Yeah.
And then they said the governments knew, everybody knew about it. They just didn't do anything about it.
And then remember also, our team is like an all progressive team. So I'm like-
Exactly,
I'm
like-
like, you know what?
Fuck that.
If anybody listening has been to Argentina and, you know, prove us wrong, I'm open to be proven wrong. I want to know like what it really is. You know, let us know what it really is. But from third-party sources, bro, I'm all
Argentina's
for
racism.
Melbourne. Keep me away from Argentina. Like,
Bro.
my black ass is not going there.
Me too.
But yeah, so that's what I hope happens. Your boy got a charity modeling gig.
Where at?
It's volunteer, but it's so on the 29th. We have an underwear auction for the team.
Mm-hmm.
So your boys, hopefully I'm walking then because I have my surgery on Friday. So if the 14th is my surgery. So hopefully in 2 weeks I'm walking again.
So what? Okay. So the end of the month.
Yeah, I told my teammates, I told all my friends, I said, you niggas better show out and do the white chicks thing like Terrell. Just be like, I want you to get 50,000 cash.
They should just up the bets by a quarter.
Yeah,
So it just looks like everybody's still fighting.
exactly. I was like, you know, you guys, I need somebody start opening bid $100.
Yeah.
Opening bid $100. I want to finish at 500.
That's fine.
But
That just reminded me of a video that had me crying last night. I saw this new TikTok video. It's so fucking stupid, but it's funny. You know those like that gas stations where it's just like a little post,
Mhm.
like they're like whatever. So the kid goes in there, he throws a 10 cents. It goes 10 cents on pump number 2, and the guy's like, "What the fuck?" Confused. You could tell the guy doesn't speak English. He's like 10 cents on pump number 2.
10 cents.
And then and the guy behind him was like, "Bro, are you wasting his time? Like he has shit to do. Like he has to work. It's like leave him the fuck alone." He's like, "No, I want 10 cents on number 2." He's like, "Bro, leave him alone. Like let him be." The guy's like, "Fine." And then the guy goes on, he's like, "Can I get a quarter on pump number 7?"
Oh my God.
They're both homies. And they're
Bro,
fucking with the guy.
inflation.
He's like, "Let me get a quarter on pump number 7."
A quarter on pump number 7. That's nothing.
Fucking had to be dying last night.
That's like done.
Done.
But yeah. What else? Let's get the congratulations out the way. So I already showed you this. So my cousin Tariq is
Shataik.
is in the UAE and he's a boxer. He did his first. I think it's his. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's his first. No head. Was it no headgear? I can't remember in the video.
There was no headgear.
Yeah, it was no headgear in the video. He fucked up the other dude. It was like 2 rounds. I showed you part of the video from the story.
Got dropped.
He should. I have the full clip. He sent me a 3-minute video. I said 3 minutes. That's it. He said the whole fight, and he sent me like a 3.5-minute video.
Yeah.
Bro, he fucked him up. First, you saw when he fell through the ropes.
Yeah. That's that
That dude looked clumsy as hell.
clipped him.
And I guess at the end, either his brothers or the squad like tried to fight him.
I mean,
And I'm like, what the fuck, bro? You lost the match. It's not that big a deal.
Well, the
And
thing
Tariq's
is-
humble. He's one of the nice cousins. Like, I
Yeah.
know Tariq. I can.
But-
I bet my leg. Tariq was not talking shit, and he was not.
no,
disrespecting
but
that dude.
but in the fighting scene coming up, like small shows like that, you're always gonna have people like that because the thing is, obviously, it's not easy watching somebody that you know fighting, and also it's not gonna get easier when you see them get dropped because it's just human nature. You want to do something about it. Obviously, you see it not that much in professional because obviously, like. Everybody's all cameras on, but small shows there's always somebody talking shit. Don't get me wrong, too. Like if I was on my friend's corner and he gets dropped, and then the other team is like being crazy, I'll start talking shit too. But
Yeah,
that's just
100%.
but that just happens in small shows, like I said. So if his teammates were trying to talk shit and fight him, it happens.
But it was at the end
Nothing
after
personal.
the decision was announced, and then you see them like rush the stage, and even my cousin who was recording was like, "Hey, yo, we gotta go, we gotta go."
Yeah. No, it happens in small shows because it's not easy taking a loss, especially seeing somebody. I mean, God forbid, like imagine you watching him and then he gets dropped, and then the other team is talking shit. You want to say fuck you too, like even though it's gonna be a bad fight.
We're not rushing the ring. Because then you compromising I'm compromising my cousin's career.
I know, but
stupid shit like that.
But at the moment, you can't think, man.
I can't.
You got to think about it.
I don't think
there's testosterone. People train. Fighters' mindset is different. Especially if you're a dickhead, dude, you're gonna meet people all the time. Bro, I've seen people fight at jiu-jitsu tournaments, and there's no money in it.
Actually, I got a question for you.
They'd be like, "Fuck you, fuck this," and then all of a sudden there's cousins, and there's like.
So I posted a question. I don't know if you saw it, but I was having a conversation. So I
go for it.
So. Question about I said I don't think all fighting styles translate well to the streets, and I said I don't think Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu translates pretty well to the streets. I'm like,
it does to a certain extent.
To a certain extent, yeah, but
because at the end of the day,
you're rolling around on a sticky floor in a bar trying to submit somebody. I don't know if you're doing that.
Well, that's the thing. A lot of people get it mistaken. You're not. If you're a jiu-jitsu guy, you know damn well you're not going to be rolling at the streets or at a bar or any party event.
100%.
The only thing that jiu-jitsu is going to help you with is two things that is the most dominant: takedowns. You'll be able to take down the person, and then two, rear naked choke them. Because if you don't want to hurt them, you rear naked choke them, which takes about. If you're really that good, less than fucking 10 seconds, you put them to sleep, you get up by all means. Now, if it's like a squad fight, you're probably going to do a takedown, kick them. You're never going to get on the ground. But if it's one-on-one, you know that nobody else is going to jump in, simple takedown, rear naked chokes. It does help.
Yeah, I'm sure. Don't get me wrong.
But the thing is, like, a lot of the guys... Because the thing is, like, you understand, most of the fights end up on the ground anyways.
Right.
So, it isn't... I mean, what the only style that doesn't make sense is what? Aikido? Like, that's the most bullshit ass thing.
Capoeira?
Yeah. No, I mean...
No.
Because Capoeira, technically, because you're kicking, so it's like, you know, I mean, Muay Thai is the most, I say Muay Thai is the most effective because it's stand-up, kick, you reach your distance.
Thinking I said probably Muay Thai, kickboxing,
regular
boxing.
Anything that you don't have to touch, get close.
That you're not required to get on the ground.
Boxing is always elite, obviously. You come in 1, 2...
And people took that personal because I literally said, guys, I know they will fuck me up. It's cool. I'm not out here trying to flex or anything like that. Like it was just it was a question posed, and people took that personal.
Yeah, because it's like,
no, how dare you?
I mean, it's fair. I'm a jiu-jitsu guy, so it's like I know damn well I'm not gonna be working a half guard to fucking Umpa Plata at a fucking street fight. Like I'm not gonna be doing that. The only thing I'm going to use in my jiu-jitsu is my takedowns and rear naked chokes. That's it. Yeah. I'm not going to try to do an arm bar in the middle of a fucking street. Like, it's not going to happen.
I said I'm not rolling around some sticky bar floor trying to do all that.
You can also use, like, controlling the fight by taking, by taking them down and then, controlling them by being on top. So, like, they can relax, which happens all the time. Like, you're not kind of fucking them up. You kind of just escalate the issue because in jiu-jitsu as well, you learn how to use your body weight. And if obviously you take somebody, take them on top, and then you control them, and they realize they can't get it. When you get somebody in control and they tried everything to get out and they can't move, they end up just relax. Yeah, they just stop. Submit. Yeah, they just submit. That's it. They just stop and they be like, okay, like there's nothing I can do to
get out of this.
And that happens a lot. Like you see a lot of OG coaches when they do say escalation, like they just take them down and they be like, hey man, relax before you get hurt.
Yeah, so I posed that. People got triggered, but I was like, guys, it's not that deep.
One of my coaches said,
trying to flex on you.
One of my coaches told me, I remember one time when I was training, when I was like when I was a white belt, and he was like, look, if you fucking have somebody in the triangle or an armbar at a street fight and he picks you up and you want to keep holding and he slams you, you fucking deserve it. He was like, you don't fucking do that shit outside. He's like, it's only on the mats. And I just started laughing. I was like, that is a good idea. Why the fuck would I try to be doing an armbar? I was like,
I gotta have y'all do like I gotta have you do like an interview with like a proper fighter, because I would be useless on that episode. I would just be sitting there like.
Oh, forgot your cousin? Oh, dude,
no, not my cousin. Anybody who's like a proper fighter, because I would be like, I know a couple people who train seriously. Some also like are rugby players as well. So maybe we'll ask them.
Dude, honestly, it's one of the best sports for your mental health. Like the confidence you can get. I mean, as long as you have the right mindset, because there's people who are. are dicks and they start training, they become more assholes because now they think like they're
They
more
think they're hot
superior.
shit.
They're not just hot shit. They feel like it's one of those things. Like I know I'm kind of quoting it wrong, but like remember the first Captain America movie when the guy was trying to find a soldier to like inject them, and he was like, I'm not trying to find like a strong soldier. I'm trying to find somebody that has a good heart.
Yeah.
Because if he picked that soldier that was like
Pure
the
and honest.
strongest and the whatever, then he can be a fucking villain.
Yeah, it's like we can make you. We were already strong. We're gonna make you strong as fuck anyway.
Exactly,
It don't matter. Like
yeah,
what your body
yeah.
is right now. Don't.
But it's all
matter.
about your character, your personality.
Exactly.
Like think about it. The
And that's why
top
he threw that grenade and homeboy just jumped on it.
exactly. Exactly.
If I was there, I would have been like, "Not me, nigga, not me."
yeah. Because dude, because you become dangerous, man, when you really learn how to when jiu-jitsu training connects with you and you understand it now. Because a lot of people are like, oh, it's just like there's a thing that unlocks, and when you get to it, it's fucking dangerous.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
But I definitely, I think, I'm a strong advocate. Like, I think team sport for me is probably the best for somebody's mental health because it's like you build a community. Like individual sport, like you are judging you being judged by other people. And there's like very little people around you to like bring you up, like when you fuck up. But if you're in a team sport, like you got teammates, like they're gonna pick you up like mentally. They're gonna give you constant props, shit like that. So, and it builds like a little community. Like you got friends and shit. So if you're struggling mentally, guys, like try out a team sport.
Going back to jiu-jitsu, one of the ways I know that somebody gets it is if I see them avoiding fights, which is the funniest that I understand. Like. For me, like if I'm out and somebody's trying to do just trying to talk shit and fight, I try to avoid it as much as possible because it's like I know what I'm capable of. So if I see another person who trains jiu-jitsu and then somebody's having an issue with them and they avoid it, like, hey man, like it's okay, you know what? Have a good day. I know that person is fucking dangerous because it's like they know you're not even worth it.
Like,
you're not even fucking worth because there's nothing cool about dropping somebody and knocking them out that you know they don't train. Like it's not a W. But if I get in a situation and I know that somebody trains, part of me is like, nah, I don't even want to. I don't give a fuck what we argue with. I just want to test myself now because now this is a fucking one-on-one.
It's like you're trying to. It's like
dude, I avoided
basketball players trying to play with actual.
Yeah,
leaders.
you're like you're not gonna hurt my ego because I already know what I'm capable of.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah. But if I see somebody with cauliflower ear. And me and him are going like talking shit. Part of me is like, yeah, we're gonna run this, because I don't give a fuck if I lose, but like we're gonna run it because I want to test my fucking technique now, because I know at the end of the day, like he's gonna give me a good fight.
Yeah. I don't think that translates well to basketball because hoopers just want to hoop. They don't care who they play against.
Yeah, but
hoopers don't. Give a fuck.
But the funny part about that's where you see the most fights.
Oh yeah, basketball,
which is the funniest shit to me.
Basketball's a toxic sport.
It's the funniest shit to me.
Yeah, basketball.
He's like, oh, I'll fucking kill you. I'm like, over a fucking LA Fitness.
Because you got dunked on. Like,
yeah, like because you got crossed over in front of your girl.
Yeah, like remember I told you that story when I got crossed over and it was like left, right, and then I stumbled and shit. And I was like, oh my god.
Have you seen the video?
But you know my reaction afterwards and the dude's reaction. This is how I knew he was a good dude. Like we got up and we laughed about it. We were dapping each other up, but we laughed about it.
Yeah,
right. And I was like, okay, cool. These are good people. Like, these are good people to play against.
Have you seen that video of that dude that called the cops for LA Fitness when he got in a fight at the basketball?
No.
Something happened. I think they took his ball or some shit like that, so he called the cops.
Yeah, don't take people's basketballs. That'll get you in trouble.
I was like, this motherfucker called the cops for a basketball game.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Go get your fucking ball back, dude.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was a thing that got me. Like, and I even told people, I said, please do not DM me. I'm not trying to have these conversations with you. And, like, I literally ignored most of them. I was like, I'm not doing this with y'all. Not doing this back and forth. But what did I want to talk about? I wanted to go into the NBA. Let's, while we're on the subject of sports, let's get the sports out the way.
So, I was in New York. That's how long ago so now.
Yeah,
I was in New York when the Knicks were playing Game 7 Pacers. And I was a block away from the stadium. Mm-hmm. And I was ready for the fucking city to burn down. But this is how I was like happy about the city. So obviously everybody knows Knicks lost. And at one point we thought like everybody's gonna go crazy. It was the total opposite. Everybody in the city was happy, clapping for them. Everybody even said was like, you know what? We took injuries. Like obviously we were healthy, we would have won, but we were proud of the team.
All the excuses.
No, but they were like, dude, they were proud of the fucking team. They were like, they took us this far. We're gonna be better this year. Nobody was crying. And also that same day the Yankees won. They were playing, so
that's why
there was like half type of thing. But the funniest shit was like this girl. We're at the hotel and she's like, We're at the lounge, and she's like, "Yeah, the Knicks lost." And just with this lady at the corner, she's like, "Bitch, you don't have to say it again." Like she got hella scared. But I mean, the city was chill. Nothing happened. Everybody
Yeah.
was just like, "Hey, look, we made it this far. We had fun. It was a fun season, and that's it." So that's the only thing I got about
Let's get the
basketball.
sports. Let's get the sports out the way. If you don't listen to us for sports, just fast forward, right? But let's break down the West Coast games. The Dallas Timberwolves series was elite.
Ooh.
He promised us it would get to Game 7. Anthony Edwards promised us he would get to Game 7, and we got to Game 7. And he showed out in Game 7. So I'm looking at the stats here. Karl Anthony Towns, 12 and 28, double-double, 28 points, 12 rebounds. Anthony Edwards, 28, 6 and 9, right? 9 rebounds, 28 points.
They didn't play 7 games.
Yeah, they did.
Timberwolves played 7 games with Denver.
Oh, yes. My bad. No, my bad.
No,
I was talking about the Denver series. My bad.
Talking about the Denver
Yeah,
series.
I fucked that up. Well, he promised us a game. He promised us an elite Game 7 in the Denver series, and he
Yeah.
did. My bad. I was looking at. I had the wrong stats.
You're
pulled
talking
up.
about the Dallas.
The Dallas game when they got swept. Anthony Edwards did.
No,
show out.
this is how the funny about
almost got swept. Almost.
And everybody was on fucking Anthony Edwards' train when the Nuggets, when he was calling the games, he was killing it. Plays Dallas, and where the fuck I don't even know he was playing.
Yeah, them games.
He was missing. He was playing. I don't know what happened in that time frame, in that week time frame, but
But
Dallas out there smoked.
I think for the Dallas series, I think his the teammates kind of let him down, and I think that's where Dallas is.
He needs help.
Defense focused.
He needs help.
Well, do they really? Because they finished first seed, didn't they?
Yeah, but he
Like how much more help? Like
you need
they
a
finished
superstar.
second seed, didn't they?
You need another superstar.
I don't know. Like it was just Minnesota Timberwolves. Like
We need somebody else takes over.
I don't think they need another star. They just need more consistent role players.
Uh,
But that last game against the Mavericks that they played, you know what? I can't. You gave me 28 and 9.
mhm.
Karl Anthony Towns gave us 28 and 9. Like you can't be mad at either of them. It is what it is. But Luka and Kyrie, I think, dropped like 30 something each. Like that's an elite.
Who do you got? Who do you got for the finals?
The finals. Oh,
Yeah.
Boston.
You got Boston?
Boston is a deeper team.
No, I got Dallas.
Boston is a deeper team, bro. They got swept.
I got
They
Dallas.
got swept that first game.
I feel like Dallas is gonna come back.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, watch.
I think the series might go Game 6. The series will go 6. It'll finish 6.
6 Dallas.
Whoever wins 6, but my money's on Boston
Nah.
because I think Boston is a deeper team, right? And now that they were whooping everybody without Porzingis. Porzingis comes, shows out.
Who
He
the
hasn't played in 30 games.
Who the fuck is this?
He hadn't played in 30 games.
Which is crazy.
And just comes back, drops 20 and what? I'm like, bro, what
in
the
the
fuck?
finals. In the final.
In the finals, just comes out, shows out, 11 points in the first quarter,
That's wild. What a wild boy.
right? 4 or 5.
What a wild man.
Like, yeah. So I got my money on. What's it called? I definitely got my money on Boston. Let's look at what they did. The first game, right? So Mavericks, Luka gave you 30 and 10. Kyrie gave you 12 and 3.
Yeah. I mean, no, it was a tough game to watch.
It's defense.
Yeah, but I feel like Dallas is gonna just figure them out. Like Dallas has to steal the game too.
There were only 3 players in double digits.
Dallas has to have to steal game 2, and then when they get to play at home, it's gonna be a different. That's when everything's gonna change.
They're not.
They
going to.
just have to steal game 2
Now,
because when they play home, you're talking about a different ass.
by
Dallas.
comparison, right? By comparison, look at the Celtics. They had
Mhm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players in double digits. 6 of their players in fucking double digits.
Mm.
Right? Jaylen Brown gave you 22, Tatum 16,
Tough.
Al Horford 10, Drew Holiday 12, Derek White 15,
Tough.
Porzingis 20. Like, that is a team effort.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, that's fucking crazy. I don't understand why Jason Tatum gave you 16 points, 11 rebounds in 42 minutes. That's a bit much. Like, come on, bro. At least get into the 20
Just
range.
fucking up people's parlays.
But at some point, like when the score is 107-89, you don't need to. You're like, what am I doing here? I said, we already whooped that ass. Let me rest. So there's no, I get it. I get why he didn't do it, but
Mhm.
I feel like you could have given us a little more in 42 minutes, bro. Like you played high shit. Porzingis came in, 20 points in 21 minutes.
That's crazy.
0 assists. He just said, give me the fucking ball.
Didn't he also play for Dallas?
Porzingis? I think so. I can't remember. Let's look him up.
Because Kyrie used to play for the Celtics. Now he plays for Dallas. They meet him at the finals. Then you have, Luka that played against the Celtics when he was playing for Madrid.
He did play for Dallas,
Yeah.
2019 to 2022. Then the Wizards last year. Now Boston. Yeah.
This has deep history because even Luka, when he was playing for Madrid, Madrid played against Celtics when they did the European versus NBA team.
Oh, he was cooking Tatum.
And I think Luka was like 19. Yeah, like 18.
No, less.
Probably younger. Yeah.
Because Luka's like what 23. 24?
He's still fucking young, and he's been pro since he was 13 or 14. So he's 10 years deep in the league.
Yeah, he's 10 years pro basketball
Yeah.
and maybe like 4 years in the NBA.
Yeah. What a life, dude. But you got to
Right?
understand that.
International.
I know this is right now, like when it comes to like basketball, it's like, oh my God, it's crazy. Give it another more years, you're going to see a lot of players are like that, where they come to the NBA and technically they're rookie, but they're like 8-9 years pro.
And I think they changing the rules to like the college rules. Like you got to go, 2 years in college or whatever before you come to the NBA or go to the G League. Like I think that fucked him up. Luka's 25.
He's a fucking kid.
Luka's a year.
He's a fucking
February
kid.
2028. He's a year younger than my baby sister.
God damn
And
it,
like
bro.
just thinking about that, 6'7", this 6'7" nigga. Like come on.
And he balling like a fucking boss.
Balling out. But
Balling
I'm still
out.
happy for Anthony Edwards.
I fucking love Luka, dude.
Yeah, I would be happy if either team wins, not Boston obviously, but
yeah.
like I'd be happy for Porzingis because he's 28 and he's been shit on. Like the people have been talking shit about him.
Oh, well,
Like his whole career, like most of his career, because they praised him like he was gonna be like the next Dirk,
yeah.
and then I think he got like hurt, and then after that they just been like shitting on Porzingis. So I'd still be happy for Porzingis if they won. Fuck Boston, Lakers for life. But
Fuck Boston.
yeah,
fuck the whole
Boston,
city.
Lakers
Fuck
for
Boston.
life.
Fuck every part of
I
it.
would be happy for
you
Luka,
racist
but I'm sure
motherfuckers.
Luka will win a ring in his career. There ain't no way
No, but
he won't.
no, I want Luka, Kyrie, and it's gonna happen. Like I'm not even tripping. Like I know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I want Jaylen Brown to win. Like if there's, I don't give a shit about Tatum, but Jaylen Brown and
Jaylen
Porzingis,
Brown, my Muslim brother, you gotta
no,
leave
not this
Boston.
shit again.
You gotta leave Boston.
No.
He has to leave Boston.
The system highlights his just stay as long as you
Brother,
need to.
brother, come to the Warriors.
Win a championship, then stay as long as you need to.
Nah, brother, come to the Warriors. Or Lakers.
No, it's not a good fit because his role is going to diminish, and
Well-
he's not going to be as effective, and then they're going to talk shit about him.
What's gonna happen to? I'll give you a topic that you're gonna be excited to talk about. What's gonna happen to your glorious king, LeBron James, that he's gonna leave the Lakers?
What's going to happen for my Lakers or his career? LeBron's career is cemented. There's nothing I could say anymore.
No, because word on the street is that the Suns are trying to draft Bronny.
He's not going to.
The Suns?
He's not going to play for the Suns.
I don't know, dude. He wants to play with his kid.
He just built a $50 million mansion in LA, bro. He's invested in that city.
because he wants to be an actor.
He's invested in that city. He's not going anywhere.
Everybody's invested in LA.
He's not going anywhere.
Everybody's invested in LA. Messi has a house in
Bro,
LA.
I
Doesn't
think
mean
even
Messi's
like a
gonna
couple
play
years
for
ago,
the
he
fuck.
said in interviews like, "I'm sick of moving my family around."
Oh my God, what a hard life.
No,
I
but
fucking
still, like,
hate rich people so much.
But
I'm sick
still,
of my
if you
moving
think about
on.
it, like if you're,
Like, shut up. You don't have to move them.
I know you don't.
You're
have
rich.
I know you don't have to move them, but think about it from like as a father, as a family man, like especially if you have a lot of kids. You got one kid, fuck it, you coming with me.
He has
But you
what,
have
three?
all these kids, 3 or 4. I think like 4.
3, 4.
3, 4, some shit like that.
Shut the
But
fuck up.
You get sick of move, especially like this late in his career and shit like that. Like, you know what? I'm sick of moving my family around.
Bro,
I'm
they
sick of
could
this
all
shit.
have 10 houses to themselves.
And at the end of his career, is it worth it, bro? Just end your career in LA.
Yeah.
There's no place. It's either LA or Cleveland. There's no benefit for him to
Not
move to
even.
another team.
I'd rather do if the money that he has, where they grew up a lot too, Miami.
That's true. Like it's either LA, Miami, or Cleveland, and he not going to either city.
Yeah, the only reason why LA is because that's where all the meetings, the brand deals,
That's
or
where he broke the record. Like it's
it has nothing to do with his basketball. It's where
It
the
does.
business wise.
business wise, yes, and also basketball wise, like
Yeah.
his legacy. It doesn't get any better than retiring in LA.
Showtime.
It's LA or Boston. Like where else are you gonna retire? And he hasn't played for Boston at all, so there's
Why
no
the
benefit.
fuck? Why the fuck would he be at Boston?
Well, I'm just saying, like in terms of names in the NBA.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, you're talking about like basketball wise.
Yeah, basketball wise, like in names in the NBA,
No.
what better teams to retire for than LA,
Lakers,
Boston? And he won a championship with the Lakers, so it makes perfect sense for him to just
Lakers, Warriors. Another big. The Warriors kind of took it over. Besides the Bulls, because the Bulls was the fucking
that trio leaves the Warriors, nobody gives a fuck. The Warriors
No.
is the Warriors' name.
They'll rebuild it.
You leave the Lakers, it's still the Lakers. The Lakers have 0 stars, it's still the Lakers. The Warriors don't have Steph, they don't have Clay, nobody's gonna give a fuck.
That's fair to say. I see what
You
you're
get
saying.
what I mean?
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Like if that trio, but no matter. Remember when the Lakers were trash after Kobe, Nick Young and Jeremy Lin and all them motherfuckers, and it was still Showtime Lakers. People were still watching the Lakers crazy
because
and with a team full of bums.
It was bums.
Yeah, you put a team full of bums on the Warriors, nobody's gonna give a fuck.
Jeremy Lin was
Nobody's talking about that.
Jeremy Lin was your main guy. That means
Yeah, Jeremy Lin was your main guy. Like, come on, nobody gave a fuck after that.
Yeah.
But still, people were watching and tuning in. Like that's the power of
funny.
like brand. Same with New York. New York. You could say is another city like that. Like you got a team full of bums, and they still gonna ride for you like crazy. They're still gonna judge New York. Talk about you all
the
day.
funny thing that most Knicks fans to go watch a game, they actually go watch when they play the Sixers because it's cheaper for them to drive to Philly, which is like a couple of hours, and then go watch their Knicks at a 76er stadium rather than go down the block and pay ticket for right there because that's how much it's expensive to go watch the fucking game. And honestly, that fucking owner needs to fucking do something about it because it's out of the fucking hand.
Yeah.
Because they do this shit every fucking year. Bro.
Yeah, we talked about this before on the show. There's some teams that just want to make money. They get stars to make money for merch. They make money off ticket sales, but they don't give a fuck about winning. There's certain teams that are like that. And
the Knicks whatever department, what they do is they invite celebrities and they tell them exactly where they're going to be sitting at, but the celebrities have to do a certain thing like sign autographs, take pictures, get on the camera, say go Knicks, do all these things just for that free ticket. So that's why you see a lot of celebrities at Knicks, not because they're fucking Knicks fans, it's because they're giving them free fucking tickets.
They're giving them free shit.
Yeah. And the bigger star you are, the closer you are going to be, the more stuff you're going to get. But even them, a lot of them, sometimes they do it for the first time. They don't do it again because they thought they're just going to come and chill. But you're kind of technically working. You're doing promos. You're walking around. You have to do this.
It's a job. It's not. You're not there for the basketball. Certain teams and it's whatever. But let's move on from sports because I don't want to talk about my Lakers. They just depress me.
You know what's speaking? Okay, so you know a good fucking show that's being like slept on heavy.
Yeah, let me know
Netflix?
what you've been watching.
It's called Tires.
Tires?
Yeah.
What's that
So
about?
have you heard of the comedian Shane Gillis?
Mm-hmm. No.
So Shane Gillis is a fucking probably gonna be the next superstar in comedy.
Let me look him up.
If anybody like watches like dark comedy, you will know who Shane Gillis is. This man is fucking amazing. He's hilarious.
Okay, I've seen him. Okay. I've seen him.
Not too long ago, he hosted. A couple of years ago, he got hired for SNL, and then they during cancel culture, they found like he said a joke about like an Asian joke.
Yeah, I'm just reading the headline
and they canceled him, and then just a couple of months ago, SNL made him host. So like he's coming up.
Yeah, he said Asian American groups gathered in Chinatown district of L.A. This is from Variety.
It's dumb. It's not even worth to read it because this was during cancel culture. They'll cancel anybody.
This was literally a day ago. This article came out.
No, they were just trying to fucking shit on him. But Shane Gillis hilarious. So the show called Tires, and so it's obviously the name of the title. So they're in a tire shop, and it's just a bunch of fucking guys working. But the fucking writing on this is so funny. Like, is elite. You just have to fucking watch it and then enjoy it.
Oh.
Because this show brings back comedy. Like, brings back comedy back where it needs to be. So it reminds me of the first episode of The Office.
Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, he said some weird shit. So apparently somebody pulled up a podcast back in like 2018.
Yeah, it's dumb.
He said Chinatown is effing crazy. Let the fucking beep live there. And then another video, he said he was talking about Andrew Yang.
Yeah, but it's out of context.
He said
it's out of context.
CH. I'm like, Jesus.
No, it's out of context. It's not like...
I know it's out of context, but like, damn.
But that's what I'm saying. They just shit on you, and then when they realize it's out of context, they never write an article about taking their shit back. And that's how the world works. They'll cancel you, and when they realize they were lying, they will never take it back. And then, but think about it. SNL took when they hired him as a writer and being on the cast, they canceled him. He didn't even do one episode. And then 3-4 years later, they're like, "Oh, can we have you hosting?" Yeah. So what's better? All right, now you're a fucking guest host.
So apparently a year later he did an apology on the show, on another podcast, and his apology said, saying that I felt fucking corny. I don't know if I really hurt too many people. That was
yeah, because it made no sense. He's a comedian.
Yeah, I get it. I feel like if you're a good comedian, you can find creative
the
ways
show
to make
the
these
show
jokes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the show tires. Like I said, it reminds me of the first episode of The Office because it's just a bunch of guys working a tire shop, and then the manager's like fucking corny, and you got Shane Gillis, which is like he's like the wild boy, he's like the wild mechanic,
Yeah.
and then they have like a racist mechanic there. He's like an old white man, and he's like, I could tell what type of car they drive by the clientele, and he's like, no, you can't. And he's like, oh, I'll tell you right now. I'll give you a hint. You tell me what type of client it is. Tinted windows, Cadillac. He was like, I can't tell.
Black.
But then he goes, pack of Menthols in the middle. And he goes, it could be anybody.
It could be anybody.
So it was, dude, it's so fucking hilarious.
White BMW. Middle Eastern.
Middle Eastern. BMW, fucking
White 3 Series.
White 3
BMW.
Series, rims.
No rims. Stock.
When they walk in, you can smell the cologne.
You
Yeah.
open the door and the what's the name?
Oh, no.
The valet boy valet boy has an asthma attack.
Another one, boxing gloves with the flag on it.
What flag? Boxing gloves with the flag on it.
Any like, they always have boxing
Really?
gloves. Because I have them.
Fuck you. I'm trying to see Sudanese people.
Fucking
Sudanese people, Land Cruiser.
no, it's Toyota electric.
Sudanese people?
Yeah,
What Sudanese people you know has a fucking electric Toyota, bro? What the fuck are you talking about?
yeah, because they're always out here doing fucking Uber.
No, I think you're talking about Somalis, bro.
Oh shit, my bad.
Actually, in Arizona, everyone does like medical transport.
That's what it is.
All the East
That's what it
Africans,
is. That's
all
what
the
it
East
is.
Africans do medical
I
transport.
totally forgot about it.
They always got a Suburban. They
Bro.
always got a van, a
At
Suburban, a
one
Tahoe.
point, but you gotta understand, at
And
one
they all
point,
do medical transport
for people that are listening,
or Uber Black.
at one point in Arizona, they were doing medical transport. They were banking.
Yeah, I'm sure they're
They
making
were
money.
banking
I'm
so
sure
much.
they are.
And then you know what happened? They got fucking greedy. Why? Because they got caught fucking billing because you gotta understand they were getting money from the medical companies.
Mm-hmm.
Like it wasn't like people's out of their pocket.
Yeah, it's
So
insurance.
they were upcharging like a motherfucker.
Yeah, it's the
We're talking
insurance
about
scam.
We're talking about $300-$400 a trip, and then they're paying their driver probably like $20, $30. So they were profiting so much, and then what happens? They got greedy. They start spending a lot. They start buying more cars than they should.
Exactly.
Then or
And
some of
then
them,
everything fell apart.
yeah, or some of them they were not even maintaining their cars, so they were just like it was just bad. Dude, they just
We've heard some horror stories. I've
Yeah.
heard some horror stories.
No,
I don't know about
100%.
you.
and what happens is that when because when you start making a lot of money, you start spending more than you should have.
Invest it elsewhere. You have to.
Dude, they don't know anything better because it's fast money, bro. You're making $40,000 a month.
But also, to be fair,
Think
I would
about it.
say the East African, if you African, you sending that money home. You sending that money back home. You're not keeping it in America.
To a certain extent, but I'll
I'm
tell
gonna
you what.
speak-
I'll
I'm
tell
gonna
you what.
speak from personal experience into my culture, like my people's. They sending that money home.
The way our culture is, everybody sends money home. But this is the thing, and I was just talking about that the other day. When
I was gonna say something foul.
when you go from start making like think about it, if you're making $40,000 a month, you have to really try to spend that. You know what I'm saying? You have to try.
$40,000 a month. You have to try.
You have to try to make a dent to it. But then all of a sudden, you become the man of the family. Not like taking responsibilities where everywhere you go now, the weddings, dinners, you want to take care of it because you want to show them like, hey,
I'm not doing that.
understand that you're talking about that generation.
Yeah, that generation.
So all of a sudden, you're out here spending and people are kissing your ass now and they're looking up to you, whatever. You want to keep that status up. So that's what I'm saying by spending money. They're not really buying fucking Rolexes and watches.
Sudanese people,
They want to show them like I'm the man. Like I'm that guy.
Maybe Middle East, maybe like Arabs, but Sudanese people are not doing that. Sudanese people do not flex their money.
Oh, they flex their money
No.
everywhere.
Sudanese
Oh
people
my
do
God.
not flex their
Especially-
money.
especially-
They'll spend it like on themselves, but
Especially if somebody wants to get married and then they'll be like, I'll pay for it.
wedding stuff, yeah.
Because
weddings is a different story.
Because it comes with stats. I married
But
your.
I'm talking
I
day-to-day.
I let him get married.
But I'm talking day to day. They're
Yeah.
not flexing that. You're not watching Sudanese people walk around with Rolexes and shit. You're not watching them like, maybe they buying their wives, sisters, stuff like that. Mothers
Yeah.
like night designer clothes, stuff like that. But on themselves, you see a Sudanese man, he gonna have a basic suit, right? And that's literally it. You're gonna have a basic suit. He might buy you some food. Sudanese people love to buy people food. Right, but they not flexing because culturally it's like looked down upon. Like if you're flexing your money in like a Sudanese man, they kind of like they're like this corny nigga.
But that's
You know,
just
like I know some crazy wealthy people, and you wouldn't know the extent of their wealth just by how they move.
yeah.
And I'm like, I'm talking
Wealthy
to
people
like,
don't want you to know they're
I'm
wealthy.
talking like 7 figures up, and like you would not understand the extent of their wealth just
Yeah,
by
no,
watching them.
they
How
will
they
never.
move.
They will never tell you. And if
They're
you,
private as shit. Like they're not
yes,
posting.
and they will say this all the time. Every wealthy person I met, if you ever even ask them about anything, they're like, "No, we're just comfortable."
Yeah, it's like we're comfortable, we're blessed. They
Yeah,
tell like, thank you,
that's
Allah,
a,
we blessed, we comfortable.
that's how you know they're filthy, right?
Exactly.
That's how you know they're wealthy.
Now if they're like, man, fuck this place, that
And then
guy
you
is
got,
broke as shit.
and then you got somebody who are fucking renting cars, like expensive cars, $1,000 for the day just to show an image, and they're broke as fuck
Yeah,
for the next 3 months because
I'm
they
not
just want to have
doing
that
all that.
image. Yeah,
I'm not trying to do all that. I tell people
ain't
all the
trying to do
time,
none of that
I ain't got shit. Don't talk to me.
none of that
Right.
shit.
But yeah, it's like a lot of that East African culture. Like you sending that money home, especially if you have family like home and stuff. Like you sending it family home. You buying houses back where you are historically.
You got to invest back to the community.
Yeah, you gotta invest. back
Actually,
into
that's
the
what we
community.
do. That's one thing that we like. I'm very happy with mama culture. Like we do invest in our community, and it's not like obligated. Like we just do it out of like nature. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get you.
Like here, like if somebody like if I lived in a community and if somebody goes around and is like, hey, we're collecting $20 to get this, everybody's like, But like for us, we out here dropping grands, send back home with no question.
Yep.
They're like, oh hey, it's your house.
Also because it makes the most difference over there.
Huge.
Like
difference.
when I went to Egypt, I think I gave my dad like money to exchange for me, and he laughed at me. He said, "You're never gonna spend this." I was like, "What do you mean? Like the exchange rate and how cheap shit is here? Like you're never gonna spend this? Like here's $100 worth of Egyptian. Let me know when you finish it." It took me like a week, but a week of nice living.
Yeah,
like you saw like my stories, like I was going to restaurants, shit like that, nice living. Then afterwards, I was like burning through the cash. After I figured out what I can get, I got greedy after that. But initially,
but also
you
you probably were like tipping, taking care of them.
But I was barely I was tipping them like 50 Egyptian pounds.
And they were lit.
And they were like, hey, yo.
Yeah, they were like
50 Egyptian pounds is like $1.
Yeah. But
like
to
if
them,
you do
like
regular $35 at the time, it was 35.
But they
on
went
the
back
regular
home.
market, and then 48,
Yeah,
50 on the black market. So if I give you $40, like it's like $1 to me.
Yeah, but they went back home lit. Like, hey, like
they were like, hey, yo,
you
bro,
just fed the family.
Like this nigga bought me a pack of cigarettes and a meal, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah, dude.
Like
that's how it is.
It was so. Imagine if you're the head of a household and you're sending home you send home $500. My dad told me if you rent out your house, right? I did the math. If I rent out my house and after I pay mortgage, all that stuff, I should have just under $1,000 like left over, right?
Yeah.
He's like, if you do that and you live in Egypt, like you would live like a fucking king.
Yeah.
And I was like, really?
And also like when you
serious?
go back home and you stay there, you get a routine. You get a routine. Wake up, breakfast, coffee. You go see people. Then you go to your family, and then you go to your coffee shop, and you go to your hookah. You play your cards, and you go to sleep. Everybody has a routine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
and then like if you don't want to have it, you save up a little bit. Then you go somewhere down the block for another village. You go to and then you come. Like everybody has a routine that they do every single fucking day.
yeah, so it's crazy. Yeah, living back home.
Yeah.
But
No,
I
Egypt.
watched-
Egypt is definitely on the list. Egypt is definitely on the list. It's more possible now than ever with the time that I can get now. But
my sister.
I'm
moved
just
to
waiting
Saudi.
for. I'm just waiting for everything to calm down.
So my sister moved to Saudi, and
It's a fucked up way to say it, but it is what it is. To like everything to calm down.
yeah,
Because I can't be. I mean, it's
You can't be spending as soon as you start making money. You can't be spending it immediately.
exactly.
But my sister moved to Saudi, and she told me like I'm kind of curious to go visit now because I thought this was still old world Saudi, and she was like, nah. She's
No,
like,
Saudi's modern now.
She said I went to. She said I went to like a was it like a party or some event?
Yeah.
And she was like, it's liquor everywhere.
Yeah.
Niggas and bitches in bikinis and shit, just like
Yeah.
having a good time. I said, really?
No, you don't realize what's been happening. Well, a lot of the people are
was like,
complaining
wow.
now because their new prince, whatever he is, he said he's like, I want Saudi to be the new tourist spot, and so he's changing a lot of rules, which has been having a lot of issues with like the locals because it's like
Old school.
haram.
Well, it's not all the cities apparently.
Yeah, no,
I
there's
think,
certain
like,
sections.
I think they're in Riyadh.
Yeah, like in certain sections, like they're inviting artists to perform, and they're paying them like $10 million just for a show, concerts, liquor, parties, and there's even people posting videos of they're being at the house and they're praying, and they put their video up, and then you just see lights, and they're having a full concert at their partying and shit. So it's the reason why everybody's like, why it's so wrong that no, it's because Saudi is known to be like a holy place, like. That's why
within the Middle East, like
in the Middle East, like that's a place that you should not be changing the rules. It should stay the same. But they're finding loopholes to bring liquor and stuff like that, not by law, by religious reasons. Because there's certain people like kind of like in I want to say government where they ask for fatwa, like, hey, is this allowed and type of shit. So it's just weird. I mean, to be honest with you, like me and you, we both party, we both go out and stuff like that.
Well,
but it's still weird to see like Saudi being doing that, because it's just like, yo, at least let's
we still have that old world view.
Yeah, like, hey, there's plenty of other places they can party. Leave that fucking place alone.
Yeah.
Leave that fucking place alone.
But again, if it's like only a couple cities, like I could. So growing up in Sudan, there was like an unwritten rule, like if you're there's that huge like Coptic community, right, Christian community, and there's like it's almost like there's two different rules, and they were like, oh, is your family Muslim
or Messiah?
Cool, so so we'll judge you by these standards.
Yeah.
Your family's Christian, they'll be like, whatever, do what you want. That's your religion.
Yeah.
Like they treat you not based on like who you are, they treat you based on your religion. It's almost like there's two separate laws, right? There's like, oh, these are the laws for the Muslims, so your family's Muslim, you stick and by it.
Yeah.
Like these are laws for the Christians, like
same
cool,
thing like back home. Like back home when like when they see somebody drinking, and you know, and it's hard to find drinks. Like you have to go to a different city to grab some, and then they say like, oh, he's Masihi. Oh,
it's mine. And
even though the Christian religion, like you're not supposed to be drinking too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They'd be like, oh, he's Masihi.
Well, I think you can drink but not get drunk. I think you're not supposed to get to the point that you're drunk and then.
Well, the point is you're not supposed to intake anything to your body that will harm your brain, like hurt your brain and stuff like that. Which is like obviously smoking, drinking.
Bro, the podcast bros, if they hear that rule, the Americans, like if they hear that rule, they're like, okay, so you're not supposed to take this drink because this hurts your body and your liver and these enzymes and all that shit.
But then there's the thing where like people trying to find loophole, trying to adjust that. Like I know smoking weed is haram. And I still smoke weed. I know it. Yeah. I mean, I'm not denying it, and I'm not gonna be
fucking
like,
bitches is haram.
But then
you still do that,
huh?
Fucking bitches is haram. You still do that. He won't admit it. You're a fucking coward. You're a fucking coward.
I don't know what the fuck you're
talking
talking about.
comment.
I'm a virgin.
No comment.
I never touched a girl in my life.
No comment.
I can't even get a text back.
Yeah.
I can't even get a text back talking about me.
I'm a serial hoe, so it's fine. I do that shit. I don't give a fuck.
Oh my god. No. Anyways,
there was one point my sister was like, "Kareem, I don't want to hear your stories anymore. I'm not asking you about your personal life."
I'll get back to you on that in a quick second. But anyway, what I was saying, like, there's always somebody that you would say something, they're like, "Oh, it's haram," and they're trying to justify it. Like people are like, "No, weed is coming out of the ground and it's natural," and it's like, just shut up. It's haram. Anyways, back to what you just said about sleeping around and being a slut, whatever. Congratulations to the state of Arizona. It was ranked number 1 or number 2 in the worst state to be single in.
I believe it.
No, the thing just came out a couple of days ago.
Yeah, but I believe it.
Yeah,
just
I believe it too.
Experience, I believe it.
Because these bitches be lying in Arizona right now. They be lying.
The girls, the guys, it's all a terrible scene here.
Yep. It's the worst.
It's the dating scene in Arizona.
It's the fucking worst.
It is.
You can't trust them.
Absolutely.
They would talk to you. They will text you back. And you'd be like, "Oh my god, this might be something." And then not even bro. I max is 3 days. Max is fucking 3 days. They'll post out an Instagram or their whatever story, and they'll be with another.
Home.
And they'll be with another dude drinking because he's taking them out to another restaurant.
Oh my god.
It's dude. They don't even wait a fucking week. Bro, I had one of the worst ones I seen.
I'll tell you a story after this.
One of the worst ones I seen. It was I seen a couple of them, but one of them was my homie went on a date and he actually liked the girl. Like he brought her flowers. And to be honest with you, I never seen my homie act like this before. You know what I'm saying? Like he was being
a person.
Huh?
Do I know
No.
Okay.
Like he was being a gentleman. This is like 6 years ago.
Okay.
And shout out to my homie. Me and him still talk to this day. So he was like, you know what? I want to go on this date. And I knew the girl too, but like I knew of her. So I was like, you know what? She's a good match for you. Like, go for it. And then he went on a date and she started bragging to us like about how he bought her flowers, took her out to dinner. I'm like, hell yeah, dude, my boy's killing it. Mm-hmm. They probably stopped talking 2 weeks after that. Nothing crazy. She just stopped texting him. He was kind of a little bit hurt, obviously, because he was really interested in her. A month later, my homie hits me up and he's like, hey, did you know about this? I was like, what? He sends me her story on Instagram. This bitch is celebrating 1 year anniversary with a man.
Nah.
Bro, not even like, she even goes, happy 1 year.
happy 1 year. So they were probably on like so I'm gonna give the benefit. They were probably on like some sort
No,
of.
who gives a fuck?
She was probably with your friend to like make the dude jealous. They were probably on like some break or some shit or like had some fight or whatever. Because you said 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks. I got into a fight and kicked you out the house.
But you go out with the whole other man.
Yeah. You trying to make somebody jealous?
That's crazy, dude. Dude. Fuck.
You trying to
bitches,
make somebody
bro.
jealous?
Fuck
Yeah.
bitches, bro. Fuck bitches.
Right. Fuck everybody.
Have you ever seen the video of the girl in Old Town? She was in an Uber with the guy, and he's like hands over or whatever, and they're like talking about party and let's go out, and the guy, his homie's recording him, and her phone rings and it says husband.
Oh, sometimes some people try to manifest. Some people love to manifest, so they'll put
Nah,
husband
son.
as their
She
crush.
deadass goes, that's my husband calling. Everybody needs to be quiet,
Jesus.
bro. Bitches are fucking dirty in Arizona.
I definitely think it's.
That's why I need a girl. That's why I need a girl from Brooklyn.
No,
I need a girl that
wait,
would
hold
fucking.
on. Before they cuss us out, because I genuinely believe, back in the day, I genuinely believe like men are dogs, and I think.
No,
wait, hold
we
on.
both can agree.
But wait, men are dogs. That we can agree on.
Yes.
Right. Like the conversations we have
Yeah.
with our friends and stuff like that. We're dogs. But I think women are sick of it, have caught on, and they're like, we running the same shit you running, and now men, their egos can't handle it. You know what I mean?
No, I don't.
I think so. I think
I
after
agree.
After years of us
guys,
being shit,
guys can be like guys like shit. I
say guys, we treat each other like shit. I know that for a fact.
Every guy would tell you like, yeah, a guy can be shit, but girls are ruthless and they're worse than guys now. Girls are worse than guys
because guys.
They
I
can't
don't
be
think
like,
they're worse
oh, we
than
got
guys
sick of their
because
shit.
they're doing the same shit, but I think our
It's
egos
not hurting
can't
the
handle
ego.
it.
It's
Our
just
egos cannot handle
because
that shit.
And well, obviously there's not a girl here to talk, but like guys can cheat out of like lust. There's no meaning to it. They can go for girls cheat with love, which makes it worse.
They cheat to hurt you.
Yes.
And you know
guys
what?
just because they want to like. I'm not justifying cheating.
Yeah.
I don't want to
like
to think
I know you're
talking,
not.
but girls are fucking ruthless. Like you will literally be on your last fucking breath and be like, yeah, I don't give a fuck about you.
Like enough.
Us
Stop
at least
doing
guys would be
this to
like,
me.
hey, you know what, I'm being an asshole. I'm fucked up. I'm sorry. Girls will look at you in the eyes, lie, and be crying, like full tears, and they'd be lying, and then as soon as you turn around, they'd be laughing at you.
They're like, ha ha ha.
Yeah.
ha, ha.
And I seen it.
Guys, like, I just want to get this nut. It's nothing personal.
Yeah.
I don't love her.
No.
But I get that mentality, but I think just like from talking to some of my girlfriends and listening to their stories.
Some
and
of your
shit,
girlfriends.
yeah. Not dating them, like you know what I mean. But just listening to the stories they tell me, and I'm like,
when I was talking to my roster.
yeah, not my roster.
Nah, dude, I need a girl from Brooklyn. So if I don't reply back in 1 minute and I get stabbed, that's the love right there. I need.
Yeah,
I need that Brooklyn love.
no. I think even guys treat each other like shit. But
Yeah.
I got into trouble like a couple of weeks ago.
Did you?
I was talking to somebody and I was saying like, oh, the best thing about dating guys is that like when they cheat, you can fight them.
You can throw hands.
I said you can throw hands.
That's
I said, you not cheat. Like, and I think this is the problem. Like when guys cheat
No,
on,
we're
when
not
guys
gonna-
cheat on other guys. Like they just like they block and move on. And I'm like, no, this is why everybody now cheats on everyone because there's no consequences. I said, you
Yeah.
want somebody to stop cheating on either you or the next man? Throw hands, fight them.
I was talking about that too about
Fight that
dating.
motherfucker.
Like now I've been
But
single.
I got in trouble for that. They called me aggressive.
Bro, I've been single for fucking way too long. Which is obviously like it is what it is. Like I'm not gonna be, but
Yeah.
now looking at it now where I'm at in my life,
You can't force it.
you can't force nothing. But I'm looking at it now like, fuck everything that I have, materialistic stuff, financially, whatever. But mentally, I worked on so much on my mental health. It's like, why should I bring you to this stage where I'm at right now? Why should I give you all this that I worked on?
I've gotten closer.
You know what I'm saying? Like why? Because like I'm more patient, I'm more understanding. Communication is my communication is fucking elite, bro. At one point, like I forgot how to lie, because I just say the truth.
Do you forgot how to lie, or do you just lose your filter?
Bro, I mean, like it's
It's
like
not
there's no
the same.
point. Like even little lies. Like I'm not saying like, oh, I was out here lying left and right, but like even if I was just like, oh, where were you last night? And I'll say home, I'd be like, no, I was out.
Yeah, I was out.
Even if you're gonna be hurt about it, I'd be like, no, I was out.
I have my Snap location just on.
You know what I'm
all
saying?
the
Yeah,
time.
like I don't give.
And they'll be like, "Oh, I thought you were staying home." I said, "So this happened actually to a friend, right? This happened last week.
Yeah.
So for the underwear auction, whatever, we're supposed to send headshots. So I asked a friend of mine.
Which head?
We were supposed to send headshots. So I
Yeah.
was like, I have a friend of mine who's like really good at the photography, right? Has a pro camera,
Yeah.
everything. So I asked him, I'm like, hey, do you mind like doing me a solid? I'll buy you dinner, drinks, whatever.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, sure. And so we planned this. So we're gonna go to the pool, whatever. My boss asked me, so I canceled on because my boss asked me like, hey, I need you to work this day, like just as a favor, because my boss is a friend of mine who got me the job, right? Just a little part time job while I try to rebuild my life. But so I told him like, hey man, cancel. Like I can't. I'm gonna finish. Like I'm gonna be working till like 6. My boss finished early, right? He was like, you know what? We got everything done. Like you can go. So I left early, and I was like, I went to Costco. So I posted Costco on my story with a friend of mine. I called, my friend Jose. I was like, yo, let's go to Costco. So this friend saw it and was like, oh, I thought you had to work. Because I canceled on him. I was like, oh, I thought you had to work. It's like I got off early, and I thought he was a little butthurt about it. And I was like, my bad, but I finished early and I left. Like I still didn't want to do the plans. I did something else that I needed to do. I don't need
I'm
to.
not
like,
obligated.
I'm not obligated.
Yeah.
Like I gave you. I canceled ahead of time.
Exactly.
Like it's not like I canceled last minute. Like I canceled ahead of time, like the day before or something. And I only asked him. I asked him 2 days ago. 2 days before, I canceled the next day. And then I got off work early. I said, fuck it. Let me go to Costco, buy some food, just get ready for the surgery, stock up my house. But I felt no need to lie.
Exactly.
Like it is what it is. I didn't even feel the need to like hit him up, be like, oh hey, so I'm going to Costco. I don't want you to feel like it's not that deep.
Yeah. When I'm talking about lying, like I'm not talking about like just fucking doing a lot of crazy shit. I'm talking about like the little things that people just
little stupid lies that you don't.
Yeah, those stupid lies that there's no emotion to it. I can't even do those. Like exactly like that's a perfect example. If I was just like,
I can't be hiding my.
Oh, what were you doing last night? And if you told them that, oh, you went out and got coffee, or you went out and went to the hookah lounge, and then you'd be pissed. I'd be like, no, I went to the hookah lounge, even though I know that's gonna piss them off at that moment.
Yeah,
and these little lies, you'd be like, oh, I was still at home, and you can get away. I can't even do that because it's like I don't give a fuck. But I worked so much on my mental health. Is like, what are you gonna bring to me? Like that's gonna be worth it for me to even have a conversation with you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like to even like actually be like, you know what, this is my girl. I can't wait to see you. Like I need to feel that. My bad, but it was whatever. Yeah, it's the dating scene out here is fucking the worst, bro. Or to be honest with you, the worst thing. Nah, I'm not gonna say it.
So, question: When you used to date,
yeah,
did you talk to like multiple, like in the very early stages, at the very beginning?
Yeah.
Not like you start dating somebody you like them and then you start talking to somebody else.
Yeah.
Like you say you're on like Tinder or something or like Hinge.
Okay.
Like this has happened to me before. Like you're on Hinge and like 3 people match you, like in a day or something.
Okay.
So you start chit chatting with all 3 of them, trying to get to know them and try to pick out, okay, which one is worth my time. Like, do you do that, or do you just focus on one person and then go to the next person? Or
I never got that because I dated somebody for a long time and I was just like stuck on them. And what's it called? But I feel like if I was in a position where I get, because actually, well. You're talking about in like because are you asking me like in my early stages of my life or right now?
Like, hey,
well, the only stages I can't really answer that because I was stuck on one person.
Yeah.
So, bro, like, I had, and now I look at it and be like, it is what it is.
I used to do the one
because like I would get hit on by other people like at work or anything, and I was just like, no, like my eyes are on this person right here.
Bro,
even though the irony, I got fucked over by that person for the shit that that I could have done easily. Because I was just like, no, she's not going to do this to me. Like a fucking goofy ball. And she did. But now, like, if I match with people, I do take one person at a time. I talk to one person at a time. I can't.
So because I used to do that. I used to do that.
Yeah.
And then it was just constant time wasting and missed opportunities. And I was like.
So it's like a fucking Pokemon? You just.
Yeah. So, like, say, for example, this was like maybe last year.
Yeah.
But I was talking to it was like 2 people. Actually, this was like January. So I was talking to 2 people.
Yeah.
Right. One person I thought was pretty dope. Other person was also dope, but like, slow to respond, whatever, all that shit. I put my time in the person who, while we were talking, I thought was pretty dope. I was like, okay, cool. You're chill. We vibe, all that. We went out, everything. A couple weeks later, then I was like, bro, you're a bozo. Like you were great on paper, like in text, but in real life, you're a bozo.
Yeah.
And then coincidentally, that second person, like I met on like a night out.
Yeah.
So we were just at the bar and I saw him. I was like, hey, aren't you whatever? We chit-chatted, whatever. They were more dope in person.
And then,
so I was like, bro, missed opportunity. Like, had I kept talking to...
No,
that's what I was like. You were more dope in person. Like, when I met you in person, so had I put in a little bit more time and been like, yo, let's go hang out.
But the things for me, though, I feel like I have to give that person my all 100%. So if we do not talk no more, at least I'd be like, you know what? I gave her my 100%, and she's boring. We're not connecting. We're not on the same frequency. There's nothing mutual. Let me move on to the next. That's how I feel. Because I don't want to be like, well, I was talking to 3 different girls, and I was giving them all my 30%, and then none of them met. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
But dating girls is different though. Dating girls, the vibe is different.
I don't know anything else.
Yeah, I know you don't because you're fucking dumb. Dating girls is a different.
Like,
vibe.
I don't know
It
anything
definitely
else.
is.
Yeah.
Because first of all, they're detectives. They are detectives.
Yeah.
Guys don't give a fuck.
You
Guys,
know-
will not
okay.
sit here stalk your life like that. Well, some will. But
So
girls are detectives. Like they will know everything about you within like a week.
okay, but this is the thing, and and this is what I'm
You
experiencing.
can't hiding and all this shit. They will.
First thing I say,
Your
if
lives will
somebody's
fall
trying
out.
to talk to me, I'm an open book. I have nothing to hide. They hate it because they want something to look forward, like to look for it that they think that I don't know they know. So I tell them up front everything because I don't give a shit. Like I said, I'm at the point where I don't give a fuck. They hate it. And then 2, part of me thinks if we're talking and they see me happy without them, they lose their shit. I'm like, bro, like they got to do something to come and
Right.
piss me the fuck off. And that to me right there, that's where I drop them. Because it's like, if I'm having fun with my friends and you're messaging me like, oh, let's hang out. And I'm like, no. I was like, I'm with my friends. We're having fun right now. And that fucking rages them. And they try to piss me off, calling me asshole or being whatever they do. I'm just like, then I'm not going to contact you tomorrow. I don't do the whole, let's have an argument and the next day, oh, let's go hang out and go eat. And I'm not doing that.
Really, I would.
Nah. You want to have a fucking argument with me at fucking 11:30 at night or midnight?
But I'm toxic, so
That's going to be your last argument.
at midnight, no. First of all, at midnight, I'm not answering the phone. I'm not answering the phone.
I need to learn that.
Put that shit.
You know why I need to learn that? Because I'm always been the guy for so long to call for emergencies. So I answer because I always think it's an emergency.
No, so I
Genuinely. Like, it's always like, Yassam, I got stuck. I need help. Oh, hey, Yassam, I'm about to, like, something's about to happen at the bar. Can you please come help me out? Come pick me up. I'm always fucking there. Like, dude, I have a
I would say
homegirl.
it depends who. It depends who calls me. I'll be fair. It depends who calls me.
Yeah.
I don't do that. Like, there's certain people like I'm not answering this phone because I listen to this, guys. If you message me, 99% of the time I have seen it. I have seen the notification. I have notification anxiety. My notification board cannot be full.
Yeah.
99% of the time I have seen it. And if I'm truly busy,
Yeah.
I will just not answer. Like I will actually message people and be like, "Yo, I'm busy. I'm not gonna answer."
I had a
that's literally-
homegirl.
I don't ignore people. But if I'm like
I'll
in
tell
that
you
mood,
stories, bro. Like
don't
I
talk
had
to
a homegirl that I probably haven't seen in like 4 years, and out of nowhere I get a call and from a random when I answer it, and it was like 11:30 midnight, and she's like, "Hey, I'm not gonna say her name because it was in that situation. Her fiance at that time put hands on her,
Oh shit.
and she goes, the only person that came up in my mind to call is you, because I know I can trust you, and I know that way you're
Let me
capable."
call the boxing
Bro.
coach. Bro, for that situation,
15 minutes I was there.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That kind of
But they
situation,
can understand
you have
that. Took her to the car, got her to her mom's house to make sure she was good and all this stuff. Like, that's who I always been to a lot of people.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I had
I don't play
another
with that.
I had another homegirl. You know when was the last time I saw her? Middle school. Okay?
Has she
Middle
still
school.
hit you up?
Middle school. Listen, middle school. I'm working at home, right there. And then I get a call and I'm just like, what the fuck? I was like, what the fuck is this? I call, she's like, hey, I'm not gonna say her name either. She's like, I know I can trust you, and I know you live in Tempe. I have a flat tire, and my 2 kids in the car.
No.
I need help. I was like, okay. 10 minutes I was there,
No.
put her the spare
That's
tire, and have a good day.
sad. You have nobody in your. That's really sad.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Not like
but
I'm
but,
I'm
but
not
the
making,
thing is,
if
like,
you're listening to this, I'm not making fun of you, but that's like that breaks my heart a little bit.
but you gotta understand, like,
I'm not making fun of you.
these, and I also, like, I appreciate the friends, like, good, like, you know what I mean? I'm always gonna be, regardless. If I give you my word, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. But the thing is, like, you get to a point where you're like, who can I call? And they're like, oh, it's Sam.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I would not call you.
So
if I
that's
had a
why
flat
I
tire.
answer the phone. I met because I'm like, maybe it can happen, because I would hate myself to know that I didn't answer and that was a fucking, I could have saved somebody's life. Could have saved an incident type of shit.
Yeah.
But I need to learn that because sometimes I get taken advantage of. Because
Yeah,
that happened
100%.
one time where I did pull up, I helped her out, and she spit in my fucking face the next fucking week.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, and she admitted that nobody fucking helped her except me, and I showed up.
maybe because she has a shitty attitude.
Yeah, she did. Well, looking back at it, because she fucked me over.
Yeah, that's a real.
Spit right in my fucking face, bro.
Like physically spit, like wet.
No, well, I wish.
Oh, metaphorically. Okay,
metaphorically.
okay,
I wish she
metaphorically.
kind of spit because it would hurt less what she fucking did.
Yeah, that's.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. It honestly it depends.
And
There's
you know,
certain
and you
people
know
that
how
are.
I know that was gonna happen when he's just all of a sudden they start blaming shit on you, trying to make you feel like you're the asshole, so their consciences are clean.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck you, dude.
One thing
Loki, I'm still hurt about that one.
I don't understand how we got.
I'm
into
still kind of hurt about that one.
I don't understand how we got into this conversation, but I'm vibing with it. So
Yeah, dude.
one thing I can't stand, especially like in
Bitches.
in chicks with dicks. That's my vibe.
Ew, dog.
That's my vibe.
There's a comedian that this is fucking turning a fucking 180. There's a
Yeah.
comedian on Andrew Scholl's roster. He opens up for him. Fuck, I forgot his name, but he's married too, and he talks about how trans porn is his favorite porn.
Some people it vibes with.
And
It really
this,
is.
and this is a straight dude, and his wife
I
was
watch straight
there,
porn sometimes.
and she even says, she goes, first of all, hey yo, and then she was like, well, that's his thing. He said that they figured out how to have dick and tits in the same spot.
Stop. I'm gonna stop you right there.
There's no way.
How is that an Ayo?
Because it's I don't know.
Because I said I sometimes watch straight porn. That's an Ayo.
It's an. I think it's.
We're sitting here talking to me about somebody else's porn preference.
That's.
I tell you my porn preference, and that's an AO. Like, come on, dude.
I feel like that's an AO.
It's like people. I think it's.
That's a good question to ask.
Yeah.
It's
like, how is that?
I
AO,
think
bro?
it's an AO moment.
It's not.
Yeah.
Like, I think some people, but to some people, like I feel bad for trans people because they just. I feel like sometimes the way people talk about them, like they use them as a commodity, and like I know that can fuck with your mental. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When like a trans person, like anybody, not even just trans, but I feel like it happens to them the most.
Yeah.
Like people use them to experiment. People use them as like a milestone in their life. Like I feel like that's fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm like, because just how some people genuinely like, you know, they fall in love, they do all that shit, which is cool. But other people use them as like a milestone, and that kind of fucks with me. Like, and I have trans friends, and I'm like, when I hear like other people outside of that talk about like that community, I'm like, man, y'all got it rough, and I feel for them. I really do.
Yeah.
Like that's why I don't honestly like in a lot of communities, like I don't engage in all that shit. Like I try not to. I don't actively seek people out because I'm like because I feel bad. I feel bad like if I'm not interested later. Like I feel bad. I'm like, man, I don't want them to think that I just used them. You know what I mean? Because there's some people, like I know some trans people you would never fucking know. I promise you that.
No, the surgeries are getting great.
Yeah, you would never fucking know. But some people, it's the mental aspect of it. And as soon as they find out, and it's like the mental aspect of it, and that's what like scares me. I'm like, I've met some people. I'm like, wow. But then I'm like, oh my god, if I'm not interested, they're going to feel so shit. Not because I'm not interested, because maybe they feel used. And I know that's in my head.
Yeah,
I know that's definitely not how. That's like a lot of the time. That's probably not how they feel. But it's in my head, and it's like it's my insecurity.
No,
it's my issue.
No, now these days you can't. There's some you be like, oh, you fucking you
yeah,
like
in life. If you're fine, you're fine. That's really it.
Not like you bitch, you got me. Like
Yeah.
like you're fucking. I'll tell this one story, and then it's funny. So it was my old job. This is like 7 years ago, right? I'm not gonna say my homie's name, but he was working with me, and then this dude that I went to high school with, and we all knew like he was gay in high school, but he was his dad was a pastor, so he was like one of those like everybody knew he was gay, but nobody said anything because everybody was kind of.
Dad was a pastor.
Exactly.
Dad too.
No, because at that time like parents didn't know any better, but he was a cool fucking dude, talented as well, was in drama, performed. You know what I mean? Like great dude. So, anyways, comes into my office, and I was like, oh shit, what's up? Like, how you been? And he's like chilling. And he's like, I just started working, and I need to open an account to deposit these checks. And I was like, okay, what do you do? And he does drag shows.
Okay.
And I was like, oh man, good for you. And I to be honest with you, like I wasn't even like surprised because he was so talented. Like he can sing, he can dance. So like him doing drag just made sense. You know what I'm saying? Like the kid is talented. So my coworker walks in, my homie. And I was like, yo, let me introduce you, blah, blah, blah. This is what me and him went to high school. It was chill. And he's trying to deposit the check, and it's like $3,000. And he goes, yeah, that's from one weekend. So I was like, I was like, yo, you're banking. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, so I told him, I was like, yo, show my homie the picture how you look when you do the drag, like when you all dressed up.
Amazing.
So he showed him. My homie doesn't even say anything. He just storms out. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, bro, you're rude. So I go in the back room, and he goes, yo, fuck you and fuck your homie. I was like, what the fuck? And he goes, fuck you, and fuck you what you showed me. I was like, why? And he goes, because if I saw him out that just like that, I would have bought him a drink. I
Oh
was
my
just like,
god,
bro, he was a baddie. The homie was a baddie.
Yep, and that's why people. I'm like, yo, y'all judging, y'all doing too much judging. It's like it's all in your head.
It's all in your head.
It's all
That's
in
facts.
your head.
But dude, that shit had me crying. He goes, fucking bro, because if he was dressed like that at a club, I would have definitely bought him a drink. I was like,
it's fucked up though. Like we keep calling them like not by their pronouns because they again.
What?
I heard
Well,
the stories.
well, not everybody's with it though.
What do you mean?
Because I met people in that
I mean,
community.
if somebody tells you like these are like I will.
No, because
I'll call you about what I see until you tell me what your pronouns are.
No, because
I'm
I
not
met,
gonna ask you.
I met some people who are in that community who are like, like the OGs who are like, 40 plus, and they hate the whole pronoun shit.
I get it. I know.
But to
people
me, like
that too.
whom I should like respect the people that
Just tell me what you. That's why. Like I said, I'm gonna call you by what I see until you tell me otherwise.
facts. That's fair.
Like if I see and you're like real feminine and everything, and I use the she pronouns, and they're like,
Yeah.
no, refer to me as this. I'll be like, bet, cool. I will
Yeah.
refer to you. I'll respect your shit.
That's fair.
But I'm not gonna make my own assumptions. If the old heads don't like the pronouns thing, cool. Just tell me what you want me to call you. Tell me what you want me to call you, and I'll do it. I'll respect that. But I get it. Like not everybody's. It's kind of like black people. Like not everybody likes nigga. Not everybody's cool with that. That's that's the trans version of nigga. He she is the trans version of nigga. I'm dead ass. The he she conversation is the the pronouns conversation about should you call me he or she.
You're not gonna compare being called the N-word being the slave time.
Bro,
to
that's not what I'm saying.
Not,
I'm just saying. You know what the fuck I'm saying. That's not what I'm fucking saying.
Where is Dr. Umar?
Did you see his daughter married a white man?
No, she did not.
Yes.
No, she did not.
Was it either his daughter or his niece? Some shit like that. Like they married.
Nah.
And
They
yes,
probably.
I reposted
There's
it.
probably a related.
I'm gonna send you that video.
No,
when I saw that
not.
shit, I said no.
Shame on her.
They used the oh no.
Shame on her.
They used that audio when I saw it.
Yo, why would you do that to my brother? Fucking Dr. Umar. Shame on you.
No. But wait. Oh damn, we went off on a fucking tangent.
That dude, bro. If I have a dream interview, to interview either like president, like United States, like world leaders, or Dr. Umar. Dr. Umar, 10 out of 10 times.
I'm not sitting in this
I
conversation.
would say Dr. Umar.
I'm gonna call it a day.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
You know what? I'm sticking out. I'm getting out of this one.
I would love that, dude.
No, it would stress me out. It would stress me out listening to him talk. Just the way he talks. My brothers.
But
I'm like, oh my God.
It'll
Please
be-
shut up.
It'll be fucking
You are
genius.
so annoying. But you know what? I kind of like the setup. I kind of like the audio only setup just because I don't have to worry about like how I look. I don't have to worry about like me moving my hands, not looking at the camera. Like we're just vibing.
Yeah.
But no, yeah. So just to wrap up that conversation, dating in Phoenix is trash. Whether you're dating chicks or guys, it's all trash.
Yeah, that's the absolute worst.
I genuinely think human beings people have just given up, especially in these tough times. People have just given up. But I remain optimistic. I still, I still don't cheat. Right. In the talking stages, I might have the roster hang out with each other. I told you that story last year.
You gotta
right?
have so much fucking energy and time to be cheating out here.
You really do. Well, not
In this
really.
fucking hot ass sun. You gotta be a fucking asshole.
Maybe dating girls cheating, but I don't have to worry about that. It's a text away.
That's why girls have all this time and
You don't have to beg
energy.
for it. You don't have to beg for it.
That's why girls cheat now, because they have all that time and energy. They don't gotta pay for shit. They want to be taken out. They just gotta go on Instagram like, who's gonna buy me food? And then they'll get like at least 3 dumbasses willing to do it.
Yeah, guys, it's like who's gonna pay for food?
Even
it's
trips.
Just an argument.
Even trips.
Yeah, we're not doing all that shit.
They'd be like, oh, I want to get out here. They'll just find one guy like, oh, well, I'm going on this trip. You can just come along. That's it, bam. And then what do? They post like they're flying by themselves. Bro, if I pay for a trip.
I'm not paying for no trip. I'm not going. If I'm not going on trips, bitch, you're not going on trips.
Okay, if I was talking to somebody, I'm like, maybe we're going to be dating, and I pay for a trip.
Not going to happen.
And she's posting like she's doing it by herself. I promise you I will leave her at that spot. Like, I will cancel her round trip tickets.
And they'll be like, Miami.
Yeah, no, fuck no. Miami's never been on my list.
Miami's on my list to visit.
That's crazy. I feel
Why?
like Miami's dirty.
No, bro. Miami's like LA of the East.
Ew, dude.
The beaches are warm.
I fucking hate LA.
Have you been? First of all, I'm gonna say this just by looking at them. Let's get this out the way.
Miami or
Beaches-
Colombia?
Miami. I'm not trying to get
Colombia.
kidnapped. I'm not trying to get kidnapped.
I'm trying to stay in Colombia.
I'm just gonna say this. Just by looking at the beaches, bro. I don't know why people go to LA for the water. For the water looks murked.
That's disgusting.
The water looks nasty.
LA is disgusting.
Yeah, LA, San Diego was really nice. Like when I went there in December,
You know what's fucked
the
up?
waters look really nice, but it was winter, so it was cold as
You
fuck.
know,
can't
like
pay me to get
you know,
in
how like in
cold water.
Hollywood movies when they do like end of world, like end of the world, or like a
War of
world
the
war,
Worlds
and
or
they
some
always
shit.
attack like LA
Yeah, because it's filthy.
in the movie. I'm like, good.
It's always
Every
LA,
time I watch it, I'm like,
it's always
good.
LA, New
Or New York, yeah. When it's New York, it hurts my feelings. Don't get me wrong. But every time I see like it's LA earthquake, I'm like, good. Fuck them.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
People I'm dating gonna listen to this episode and be like, red flag, red flag, red flag.
Fuck LA.
But
Red flag. Every
Already
every bitch in Arizona is a fucking red flag.
yeah, you're not dating again. After they listen to this,
I'm
you're not
telling you,
dating
dude.
again.
I need a girl from Brooklyn. If I not text her for 1 minute, I'm getting stabbed. That's what I want. I want her to fucking chew my ass out in front of the block.
You know, this is gonna sound crazy. I want somebody to monitor my snap score. I want somebody to watch my location.
Because your score goes up every time you send a snap.
So every time you send a snap, somebody sends you a snap.
Okay.
Or somebody views your story, or you post on your story.
Okay.
So I want, if I'm not posting on my story, I want somebody to be like, "Why your snap score going up?
Because somebody's snapping me.
Why somebody who's snapping you? Your snap score went up 20 points today. Who's
If-
snapping you? I want some, bro. I want that
You
crazy
want
love.
that?
I want that
Nah,
crazy love.
I
I want
want-
somebody to be like, "Where are you? Where your location ain't updated in 2 hours? Where are you?"
The reason why I keep saying that because
Ask me these questions.
because I
bro.
saw
Melt my heart.
I saw a girl like that in New York, and she was like, some guy trying to hit her. She's like, no, fuck that. She's like, my man will kill me. I love my man. And she's like, see, that's what I want. I want a girl that knows that what she got. And then two, like, she would chew her ass out in front of the whole block, but she knows him. She loves him. Like, and the dude even knows he was taken. He goes, that's my girl. Like, I want that New York love.
I want to ignore
I want that
you.
Brooklyn love.
I want to ignore you for a day, and you hit me up like, "So what the fuck?" Like, that
Nah,
kind of
not
shit.
a day, bro. A
That's
minute.
what I mean. Not okay.
A minute. I want her
crazy.
to be
don't
like,
have time
I'm
for that
about
shit.
to stab the fuck out your son. Where the fuck
Right?
are you doing? That's what I want.
I want somebody to message me and be like, "Snapchat say you online. Why don't you hit me back?"
Yeah, I want.
Like
I want.
that kind of love, that kind of infatuation.
Give me that
with
Brooklyn
someone.
love.
Oh my god, drives me crazy. But those guys who just think they're hot shit and they'd be like, "Oh, I'm not gonna respond." Oh, I was gonna tell you a story actually. I think I might have.
I don't get the whole thing like, don't text too quickly. Wait this time, make him go crazy. I'm like,
If
nah.
I'm sitting in front of my phone, I'm not putting my phone down to wait 5, 6,
Yeah,
7
I'm
minutes
like,
to text
dude,
you back. I'm sitting at home doing nothing and my phone is in my hand. I'm gonna respond.
To me, like if I'm having a conversation with you and we're flowing back and forth, and you stop, like you just killed the vibe.
Yeah, or if I'm going,
Let me
if
know you
I'm
got
gonna
busy.
do something, if I'm like I can't respond, I'll be like BRB, like be right back.
Yeah, like it's
That's it. Like it's just little respect shit like that. Like
that's
I truly believe. So I have a friend. You know what? I have a friend that an ex I still talk to, but
yeah.
he don't listen to the show. So this nigga think he's hot shit. It's whatever. You know, fuck him. But the conversation changed. Like I know when we were together, it was like constant messages. Snap streak was up, all that shit.
Yeah.
Like
The hot streak, whatever.
Yeah, we broke up very mutually. It was calm.
Yeah.
And then it's pulling teeth to get a response from this motherfucker. So I was like, after a while, I was like, you know what, it's fine, whatever.
Yeah, the vibe is killed.
The vibe is killed, whatever. But again, words don't match actions.
Absolutely.
So after a while, I was like, bro, I know you're not doing nothing right now. I know you got zero social life, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you just think you hot shit, and I don't get it. I don't get you trying to play hard to get for what? Because society tells you like, oh, you have to play hard. Like that doesn't make sense to me.
That's just fuckboy shit.
Like, you pretending
Bigger than you are.
You pretending you're not a hoe. Like I already know you a hoe.
Exactly.
It's like, come on, dude, just chill the fuck out.
Yeah, no, that's just stupidity.
Right? You ain't got to give it up, but don't act like you're not doing nothing. Like that shit makes me laugh. Like every time
I could tell when the girl's lying because they're like, oh, I'm busy at my work. I can't really text back. And then when they're into you, they're texting during work.
I remember the story. I remember the story.
And then during everything, and then you're like, oh, all of a sudden now you got busy again. I'm like, hey, you're a lying sack of shit. When I was convenient for you and you can benefit off of it, you would text me even when you are in fucking meetings. But all of a sudden now you have to put your phone away. Bro, I caught a girl one time lying so much, bro. Like I passed by her work and she was on her fucking phone. And she'd tell me like, oh, I can't even fucking take a text or she'll call me 5 minutes before her break is over. Like I already seen all these fucking games. Like it's dumb. And you know damn well who I'm talking about. I know.
Okay, yeah. So I was talking to somebody at the beginning of the year.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time I was talking to my ex, but just like conversation, right? Nothing
Yeah,
happened.
yeah.
Right before.
Mm-hmm.
And this person would be like, it was a vibe and hit me up and do all that shit, and we'd hang out and everything, and then suddenly the conversation slowed down. The responses, we would still hang out, but it was like harder to plan shit. And then one day, this person was like, "Oh, like I made plans with my friends. We're gonna go out, all that shit." I was talking to another friend, showed them the picture, and they're like, "Oh, it was at my house like a week ago."
Oof.
And I was like, "I knew it." I said, "I knew it." And then he told me how they know each other and shit.
Yeah.
So me and my friend took a picture and sent it to him.
That's tough.
And I was like, you could have had the both of us, but she was playing game.
Yeah, that's tough.
But we both sent him the picture. It was just, it was petty.
That's tough.
But it was funny. Like, we still talk. I was like, because it was so early. There was nothing serious about it.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? Like, there was like nothing serious. I was like, you lied when you didn't have to. That was kind of like the reason.
That's what I'm saying. Like, just
I
be
was like,
honest.
You lied, but we didn't have to.
Cause I rather like be
I was
like
telling you that shit.
I rather the worst thing you can do you get to a point where I lose respect to you, because as soon as I lose respect to you, nothing mean. You could be telling the truth, and I know you're telling the truth, and I still be like, man, go fuck yourself. Like, fuck out of here, bitch.
Yeah, it was fine. But anyway, my laptop is dying.
Oh, right. Well, thank you.
I'm just gonna do very quick show recommendations, right?
Tires on Netflix.
So Tires on Netflix.
Clipped on Hulu.
The other two on HBO. Finish BoJack Horseman if you haven't started already. I know, old to the game. I just started Bridgerton. Them Featherington girls not gonna get nothing. I might be proven wrong because I'm like 5 episodes in.
But the show is catching a lot of heat.
But I'm only on season 1.
Everybody's on it. Everybody's on that trend.
Started, yeah. Get on that.
You recommend it?
I definitely recommend it.
Okay.
Because I thought it was gonna be, every time I hear like old timey British shit, I thought it was gonna be like too serious and all that shit. But it was like, it seems like a comedy.
That's fair. That's fair to say.
I might be wrong. Again, this is from season 1 perspective. But to all of y'all who have not watched it, give it a try. That shit was hilarious. Them Featherington bitches is going to be single forever, or they gonna marry some bums. But no, what else did I watch? I watched the other two on HBO. That one's pretty funny. It's about an older brother and older sister, and their baby brother is like, their teenage brother is like turning into a celebrity. It's like all a comedy. It's hilarious. Season 2 was a bit meh for me, but other people, like, season 1 was great. Season 2 like was a bit meh, but all my other friends, like a couple of my other friends, really liked it. So I would watch that. Go to the movie and see Furiosa. The Furiosa movie for the Mad Max prequel.
Yeah, I watched it.
Bro, it's so fucking good.
So this is my thing.
I have so much respect for Chris Hemsworth. I
kind of fucking feel stupid because I was like, the fuck is Furiosa? But I was like, it's Mad Max.
Yeah, it's the Mad Max.
Mad Max
prequel.
Furiosa.
Yeah, Mad Max. Furiosa.
I just called it Mad Max this whole time.
I didn't know because I saw the trailer. I didn't know Chris Hemsworth was in it until like.
No, I knew he was in. Dude, he's on the fucking poster.
No, I didn't. But I didn't do all that. My friend was like, "Yo, the Furiosa movie's out."
Okay.
And I went and watched it. So I didn't know. I didn't see trailers, and I saw like part of a trailer.
It was a great fucking movie.
It was a great movie, like 8.5 out of 10.
And I liked it better than that Mad Max with Tom Hardy.
No, Mad Max Fury Road, because we rewatched Fury Road
after
before.
Yeah.
So we rewatched it on Sunday.
Did you see?
Then
But
Wednesday we went to
did you see
Furiosa.
even though like they don't show the face, but that was Tom Hardy when he's at the top of the mountain.
Yeah. We knew.
Yeah.
Because we saw the car.
Yeah.
We saw the car, and I was like, oh, that's.
And then he just drags her and throws her to the fucking people.
Yeah.
Doesn't even trying to help.
But
which that kind of didn't make no sense to me though.
Whatever. But wait, hold up. Chris Hemsworth, I got a lot of respect for him now.
Yeah.
Because I thought he was like a one-sided actor.
No.
Like just doing like the same roles.
This was much better performance than fucking Love and Thunder.
Yeah, we're not even talking about that. Just Disney burned that. Click delete on the file.
Yeah.
But I didn't know it was him until what was the scene? Until the Gas Town scene, the Bullet Town scene when he's hanging on the silo.
That's when you notice.
That's how far I got in the movie before I was like,
you're a fucking idiot.
I was like, this looks like Crimson. I was like, is this? I turned. I was like, Charles, is this Chris Hemsworth? He was like, yes, bro. I'm like,
you
no
fucking
fucking
idiot.
shit.
You're such a fucking idiot.
I got all. That's like 3/4 of the movie in,
bro. The only to everybody that's listening, when you
that's
go watch
ridiculous.
it, you gotta realize how fucking dumbass Bozo Kareem is, because the only makeup thing that they had was the long hair and the nose. That was it.
But
it was it.
It was the long hair, the nose.
No, that's it.
The way he was talking.
No,
was
that
like,
was it. It's literally the fucking
he
nose.
looks familiar.
They gave him a fat ass nose, longer hair than fucking Thor, and that was it.
He
Same
looked-
physique,
he
same body.
He kind of, but he was super tan. He wasn't pale because Thor
Doesn't
is like
matter.
pale and
It's
shit.
Chris,
I
literally
didn't-
Chris Hemsworth,
I
dog.
didn't connect the
You're
dots
such
in
a
my head.
fucking idiot.
I was
I would have
like,
smacked the shit out
I was
you.
like, what the fuck is this?
Bro, if we were watching it, you asked me, I'm like, get the fuck out of my face. Bro,
I was like, what the fuck is this?
no,
What
the
am I
funniest scene
watching?
when he feels betrayed that she wants to stay, or no, she's not, and he just takes his bear back. He's like,
Yeah,
"This is
yeah,
mine."
he was like, give me that bear.
Yeah.
But I was like, you know what?
But
Cheers, cheers,
the
snap,
only,
snap,
the only
snap,
thing I
bro.
didn't like though is I don't know. I kind of felt off about it. Where the ending of the scene where they show where she puts some.
Oh well, spoilers.
Doesn't matter. If they saw fucking the other Fury
The
one,
trailer.
whatever. But I was just like, it's different actors. You're trying to match it and connect it, but it just doesn't make sense.
For me,
You should have left it where
the part at the beginning that didn't make sense for me. The reason I gave 8 points because remember in Fury Road when they showed when they drove past the green place, the green place was the mud pit.
so that
So
means
they
that
remember
it-
they drove past the green place, which was just the mud pit, and
Yeah.
then they got to the dunes, and then they met the old bitches, and they were like, bitch, if you came from the west, you already drove past that shit. And then
So it
the
didn't make
girls were
sense,
like,
yeah.
the mud pit, and then you see the green place in Furiosa, and there's like mountains. I'm like, where are the mountains? Like, I get the soil died and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Where did the mountains go? So that's what I didn't understand. I'm like, okay,
it just doesn't make sense.
like they didn't connect it well enough.
exactly.
in-
They just
They didn't
focus
connect
on
it.
the,
They didn't make the green place look as they did.
They just
in
focused on
Fury Road.
the girls who are the breeders, and then her arm being lost, and that
That's
was
some-
it.
That's some bad bitches right there.
Yeah,
He had a squad full of bad bitches.
And I don't even know how he's fucking them.
Yeah, it was
a fucking portable dick.
It was weird. Yeah, I thought like
And then also the fucking his son is touching the little girl, and I was like,
he tried.
that's some pedophile shit in
he
this fucking
tried that
movie.
shit. Well, to be fair, he's a little special in the head.
this is a little
he's
fucking
he's not all
some
there. So
pedophile shit in this motherfucker.
yeah. Well, we're talking post apocalypse, bro. But anyway, yeah. I didn't think I was a little confused. I'm like, oh, so I guess girls can be like, it's like the girl escaped and like the guy didn't even go look for her. That part also fucked me up. I'm like,
Like he just like oh no.
yeah, when the little girl, like, bro, you
just-
had her
you-
locked up.
you just made a peace treaty because of this person.
Yeah, and then they disappear and you don't even look for them.
Yeah.
And then even when they show up later as an adult and everything, you're like, bitch, didn't I have you locked up? That was the
Yeah.
first thing. I was like, bitch, didn't I have you locked up? Get your ass.
Yeah.
I'm like, you didn't even look for her. Like I feel like that didn't connect to me. Like they should have made a scene where he's like, okay, fine, but you want to work?
Or it
You
made
can
more
work.
sense if they made a scene where like, oh, she died.
Yeah, or like they
So-
faked her death or something. Yeah.
So the son faked her death. So
Well, I guess they might have thought she died, but still, like again, I'm like, it should
there
have
was-
been
there was-
clearer.
maybe they did record a scene, but they took it away from the
Yeah,
thing.
it should have been
Because
clearer.
it made no sense of her being at the bottom of the fucking pit, becoming the fucking co-pilot of the fucking truck, and then he's also taking orders, kind of listening to her advice.
Yeah, it didn't. It just didn't. No, not that. That I can understand because she like the whole train, the whole the first war rig scene. Like she kind of earned the respect. But I'm saying way before that, when she was still a little girl, like a little
Yeah.
kid, and when homeboy tried to molest her and she ran away,
Yeah.
I was like, but wait, why did what's his name? Why did Top Dog? I keep forgetting his name.
Yeah, I want to.
What's his name? Yeah, why did Top Dog not go look for his missing child bride?
Yeah.
Like they didn't fake her. If they had faked her death, I would understand it. Because homeboy hid the fact that he chased her.
Mhm.
The pedophile dude, the son, hid the fact that he chased her. So
And
I'm
he-
like,
And it's fucked up too. Even like the whole.
so
whatever,
yeah, it was weird. I was
that
like,
he only
that
wanted
was the whole plot.
he
for
only
me.
wanted to birth boys.
Well, they need them. They need them, bro. Like, it's post-apocalypse, bro. Them
That's
niggas
weird.
die quick. They call them half-lives. So yeah, that was it. Okay, guys, my laptop is literally dying right now.
All right, you guys. Thanks for
But
listening.
this episode is long as fuck.
We'll be back. Obviously,
Yeah.
we're trying to record as much as we can.
I
you know.
think I will try. We should probably try to record one on Thursday because I'm gonna be out of commission because of that knee.
we can try. The thing is that also like right now the heat is fucking disgusting. Work,
Yep.
life,
Can't wait.
but
to
we're
get
always
back.
gonna be dropping whenever we can.
I
This
don't wanna-
doesn't stop.
So I went in to fix the meniscus. So we were doing all the scans for the meniscus. You know, when he comes
Yeah.
back to me and he says, your ACL is stretched out and it's not doing nothing. That's why it keeps fucking up the meniscus.
Ew.
There's nothing wrong with the meniscus because your ACL is
Yeah.
stretched out and your leg is jiggling around. And I guess the first surgery didn't take well. So we're going to do a donor this time. So I was like, you're not taking any more grafts from me. I don't care about re-injury rate, all that
Yeah.
shit. Like, I'm not.
It's all right. Little recovery so you can have a better winter.
Yep. Better winter. I should be back right by rugby season
Yeah, perfect.
because of after all the healing.
All
But
right, you
anyway,
guys.
guys, have a great day. Episode 40.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah,
Appreciate
thanks
to
for
all the
listening. We're
followers,
glad to be
likes.
back.
Take care.